Here we are, at the walkies and talkies. Here it comes, 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 here it comes. So I've got everyone apart from Mollie and the two babies. Well, two babies, I figured, yeah, it's going to be wet, it's going to be mucky. There's going to be not massive puddles. Certainly down there in that area is massive puddles. So I don't want them drinking. So what I will do is I will make an effort to take Mollie and the pups out when I get back. Just for a little itty bitty walk around. So this Saturday they're doing this fire testing. I'll make sure not to be here between 10 and 3. Yes, I think it's going to be raining all day again. So. Okay. Right. Well, yes, indeed. I had a good ride down there. Weather is going to rain at some point again pretty soon. So I thought, get them out now. It's been raining quite a lot already. Teri jumped up onto the raised area, my little area earlier. Couldn't figure out how to get down again. So she was absolutely soaking wet. Excuse me, Mum. Now, move. Yeah, lucky. I just stepped in poop. Because what I left behind on my footprint was poop. Right, okay, wipe it off. Alright, we've got to walk through here, so yeah. You're going to step in stuff, you're going to wipe it off anyway while you're walking, so. Wait! Covie, enough. Covie. Cobes, behave. You've got that, so behave yourself, okay? You're going to get wet anyway. I don't want you to get mucky because you play fighting, right? No play fighting. No fighting, bubs. Be nice. Go runs, go walkies. No fighting. I imagine we're going to meet some people around here at some point because a bit of dry weather, suddenly everyone gets out. Don't blame them. I have. I've got a bit of dry weather. Can't blame them for doing the same, can we, really? Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, whether it happens, whether I bump into them or whether they come just after, I don't know. Yeah, there could be some cars in the car park when I get back. That's quite a real possibility. But not having the babies makes it a bit easier. The others sort of know how to behave. So that's not too bad. Yeah. They're getting better at it, so there you go. Right, subject for video. Well, basically, one of the subjects for the video, this one, has to be, how foolish are we to be trusting government? I mean, look at the past. Look at what happens when we trust the government. We are proved to be incredibly foolish. Yeah, indeed. Well, we are because of the fact that they prove to us they're just human. And the problem with any human, you give them power, you give them too much power, it's going to go to the head. There's very, very few that can manage that situation. Very, very few that can remain humble and manage that situation of power. Handle it in the right way. Now, Churchill was one of these people that may have been quite good at that, or at least appeared to be quite good at it. But then again, in a wartime situation, things are urgent, things are really dire, and decisions have to be made to save the country. The problem is everyone's acting as if Covie was the same. It wasn't. Boris is not Churchill. Not in any way, shape or form, although he may think he is at times, he isn't. And giving him the same degrees of power is reckless, to say the least. I mean, look at how Boris managed when he was the Mayor of London. Some of the ridiculously stupid things he come out with. He didn't actually manage London too badly compared to the person who took over, who seems to have done a far worse job. But the problem is, again, with that perception, we can say it looks like Sadiq Khan has done a far worse job, but maybe that's because of things that Boris Johnson did that came into place after he left office. That's the point. We don't know with politics. I mentioned the other day about Tony Blair and the things that he did that didn't come into play. The debts didn't come into play for them until about 10, 15 years later. Wait! Pay up! Now, Enough of that. Enough. So with that being the case, Boris could have done stuff that could have caused problems to Sadiq Khan. Probably know. Then again, if that had been the case, I'm pretty sure Sadiq Khan would have let us know, because he is a Labour man rather than a Tory man. So therefore, he would have loved, talking about how terrible Boris Johnson was as the mayor. But he hasn't really done that, has he? So, yeah. Anyhow, so there you go. The point about trusting government is you're running quite a risk to give the government any more powers than they are normally given. And the powers that we've given government is incredibly reckless. Yeah. So all this crud about, that we should be vaccinising children, that sort of stuff, the thing that's coming up, and it's going to be an issue. It's going to be on the agenda. We know that. The government said they wouldn't do it, but then again they said they wouldn't do vaccine passports, and they are. They've now been saying vaccine passports are a good idea, when they said they were a terrible idea before. They've done a massive U-turn with that, so that's the point. They haven't done a U-turn. They lied and said they weren't going to do it, and then just did it. They made it look as if they'd done a U-turn. But the point of it is that, look at it this way, if the government keep on making U-turns, then it means that their decision making is terrible, right? They're coming out making statements which they then make a massive U-turn on fairly soon afterwards, right? So if they're lying to us, that's bad. If they're making U-turns, that's bad. Either way, it's bad. Either way, you can't trust this government, can you really? They're lying or they're making massive U-turns. Either they're incompetent or they're liars. So, that's the thing. And we give them our trust. We say, yeah, we trust you. Wait, Covie. Calm down, walkies, Bubba. Not play fighting, walkies, right? Behave. So, yeah. In the end, it is what it is. Yeah, as I say, what the picture's going to look like when we come out of this situation, I don't know. When we're going to come out of it, no idea. That's the problem, we don't know, do we? We really don't know. We don't know if having the vaccines is going to be the thing, if they're going to move the goalposts again, if they are going to say, that every child over the age of 12 is going to have it, if they're then going to say every child over the age of 4 is going to have it, which they may very well do. Then they may say every single human being alive has got to have it. Yeah. Yeah, come on, then they might say, oh, dogs and cats are going to have it as well. Just in case they're carriers. Yep. And then what do? We say, yeah, we take our dogs to the vets, we pay 30, 40 quid to get them vaccinated. Each. So for me, that's going to cost 440 quid. And then we find out, no, the government are now saying we've got to get every mouse vaccinated. So we've not only got to catch every mouse, we've got to get them vaccinated. Then they say we've got to get every seagull vaccinated. Come on. When's it going to stop? That's the point. They keep making U-turns, they keep moving the goalposts. When's it going to stop? Can you trust this government? Are you right to give them more power? No. How do you take power back? Well, there's lots of protests happening. Peaceful protesting is one way. You've got to send out a very, very strong message to the government that enough is enough. You will not put up with anymore. Yeah, you've got to put out a message saying hands off our children. That sort of stuff. Yeah. If you want that to be, we're not going to go that far, then you've got to go out. You've got to protest. You've got to do all that sort of stuff. And you've got to write letters. You've got to form petitions, stuff like that. You can try all that sort of stuff. Try all means that are available to you. Try all of them. The reality is, if this has to end, then this has to end. I wouldn't say pray about it. simply because of the fact it's like the situation with guns in America. Some idiot goes to shoot people. They've got laws that they could pass to stop that, and they just say thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Your legislators, you've got laws you could put into place to stop this. Yeah, other countries have done it. New Zealand did it. Was it New Zealand or Australia? I think Australia did it, yeah. Australia had guns and then banned guns. Fine. Is it like America? Right, we're going to move on to a new... No, same sort of subject. Again, trusting politicians, trusting government, or how to answer it. America has this ideal, this beautiful ideal from the past, this romantic ideal of how the country was born, and that it's precious, and that basically the covenants that were put into place have to be protected and have to be honoured, even in a day where they're not relevant, like guns. That amendment where it says that every citizen has the right to own a gun, but that's talking about a militia. That's talking about if you then get attacked by a militia, that we need people that can basically come together as an army to defend us quickly. Is that going to happen now? Nope. So therefore that is irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. That amendment should be basically just seen as part of history. Problem is there's a huge amount of people that are pushing for it to be continued so each American can have guns. Why is that? Gun manufacturing is a huge business. Bullets manufacturing, huge business. All the paraphernalia that goes with it, huge business. Head up, stop trying to eat poo, Amber. Head up. She just had a kick up the bum because she was sniffing around poo. Yeah, it's all about money. You think it's all about rights? Shut up. It's all about money. It's always been about money. The NRA doesn't care about people's gun rights in any way, shape or form. What they care about is the money. There's a heck of a load of money coming from this. Look at all the weapons that are made. Look at all the guns that are produced. They get sold. It's all about money. Yeah. If you basically said guns have to be given away for free, then there wouldn't be too much of a... Certainly, people in Washington wouldn't be fighting against banning guns if they were available free. But because there's a massive industry in it, and the people in that industry want to protect their industry, that's what they want to protect, is their industry, not people. They couldn't care less about protecting people. They make out that these guns, these things designed to kill people, are going to protect you. Even though if we sell enough of them, it means everyone's got them, even the people you're going against. So now we have a situation where everyone is their own little army. Certainly if the gun manufacturers have their way, everyone is going to buy enough arms to be their own little army. So if you piece someone off, that person's going to come at you with all their guns. That means you're going to have to get your guns out, which means that now the neighbourhood is a massive, bullets flying everywhere sort of crap. And the problem is bullets, they tend to not take any notice as to who they should be actually killing. They don't care. Bullets tend to go through walls, especially in the cheaper areas of America, because quite a lot of those homes are built with wooden walls. Thin ply walls, that sort of stuff. Which a bullet flies through quite easy. It flies through a child's room and hits a child and kills a child. Bullet doesn't care. Doesn't have any emotions, doesn't have any feelings. It just goes where it aims. And the problem is, in a firefight, people's aim is pretty crap, especially when they've not really been trained as to how to handle a gun, especially in stressful situations. Come this way, Micky. Come on. Wait, Locki, come. Well, the reality is that, yeah, people think that guns are there to protect them. No. No, guns are designed to kill. Gun manufacturing is designed for money. And so the answer to the situation with regards to guns, with regards to anything, isn't thoughts and prayers. No. No. Well, certainly not when you haven't got a church that's functional. Thoughts and prayers are completely useless. Yeah. God's going to, call on his army to do what? First of all, be an army. That's going to take a little while, really. So your thoughts and prayers are going to have a timetable. Quite a long timetable, really, because God's going to have to get his army together if he's going to answer your thoughts and prayers, isn't he? Yeah. Because basically, okay, with regards to government taking society in the wrong direction, one way to do that is the way they did in the olden days, have the children of God marching around the city, praying to bring down those walls. You could do that, yeah? Oh, yeah. Come on. Oi, Chewie. Come. You two. Hurry up. Yeah, you could do that. But again, you'd have to get the children of God to do something together. You'd have to get the denominations to be willing to work together. Yeah, sorry. That sort of answer is not going to work, is it, really? No chance. So, back to the protesting. Got to go back to protesting, writing to your GPs, doing all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Bit of accountability for your government. People standing up and saying no more. That's what we need, really, no? But the problem is that we still are faced with a disease that, well, the problem is the government, first of all, started pushing the vaccine as the vaccine was the answer. But the way they're still pushing the fact that younger people have to be vaccinated, blah, 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 blah. And then there'll be a booster in autumn. They're basically saying the vaccine is not the answer. So if the vaccine isn't the answer, it means COVID is still a dangerous threat out there for people. So therefore, yeah. What we need is a clear understanding of what the situation is. The problem is the government has been spreading fear. Again, we need to say, enough of that. Let's get the right people out there, to be getting the right information so we understand. As I said on the one yesterday, I was a bit annoyed with this professor bloke who was on the Julie Hartley-Brewer show. He was a professor of microbiology, something like that. Yeah. But it's like him coming out and saying that children should be vaccinated. Then when pushed to the reason why, they're basically saying so it doesn't disrupt their school time. As in, if children aren't vaccinated, we're going to stop children from going to school. Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's, these sort of people need to be shamed. Yeah. I don't see a problem with that at all. If what this person is speaking is utter crap, and what this person is speaking is fear, and all that sort of stuff, if he's actually speaking, well, he shouldn't. First of all, Julie Hartley-Brewer shouldn't be bringing these people on a show. It's all very well bringing people with dissenting views, but bringing morons on your show, and then not calling them a moron, that's a bit dodgy. Anyone who's using that argument that children should be vaccinated because then it means that they can go to school, straight away you've got to call that for what it is. That's complete BS. Call it as complete BS. End the conversation. Tell him he's not welcome back because what he just said was bang out of order. He's basically speaking from the point of view of fear spreading. So bye-bye, you're not coming back. That's how these sort of interviews should be run. That's how they should be done. You all right, Grace? You all right, Covie? What's the matter with Coves? Right, Bubba girl. Yeah, love you. She was coming in real close to me for some reason. I don't know why. Wait! You two. Enough. Covie, Locki, no. Enough. Enough, it's quite ticky over there. I didn't really want to come here today because I thought, okay, they start running in the woods, they're going to get tickies. They are, yeah. Unfortunately, but they need to have a good run. So where do I take them? Yeah. This is about the driest area, really, that you can take them. Because of the fact it's sandy, the water basically goes into the sand. Other areas are going to be incredibly wet, especially grassy areas are going to be incredibly wet. Not ticky, but wet, very wet. And so it's like, right, okay, then come here. I'll take Mollie and pups out later. They'll get a run later. Exactly what time, I don't know. But yeah, in the end it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know, no idea at all. So at the moment I can't give you any other answers with regards to the government and stuff like that other than protest, do that sort of thing. Do the only thing you can do. Normally voting in elections will work, but not actually allowing us to have elections right now, are they? Yeah, we should have been having May elections, but they cancelled all those. Apart from the ones where there was no one in the seat, then they had that election. Bit weird. They've had a few, but we're supposed to have May elections every year. It's called local elections. We're supposed to have them every year. I think every year or every 2 years. I'm pretty sure it's every year. But they cancelled them. So that's one way we can hold government accountable. They've taken that way away from us. So therefore, yeah, that ain't good. But as I said, with regards to the British government, they've also taken away the opposition, because the opposition party is far worse than the government. Anyone who wants the government to be stronger and more extreme with regards to lockdowns, vote for Labour. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyone who wants the government to be honest and stop lying to us and stop moving the goalposts, who can you vote for? I have no idea at all. I have absolutely no clue. At the moment, there is no party. There isn't. I mean, the Liberals basically killed themselves at the last election. Yeah, they're trying to regenerate themselves right now, so they're nothing. You can't look at them. The SDP, well, no, because their only desire is for independence for Scotland, and that's not going to work. So you can't vote Labour. You can't vote for the Brexit party because they're finished because we've got Brexit now. So Reform, I think there's a Reform party that you could vote for. I don't know. I've no idea. I don't even know what they stand for, to be honest. Yeah. Locki and Gracie having a run. Okay, they can have a run. Well, yeah, they can have a run because of the fact that in the end they're going to go back indoors and there's no guarantee they're going to have another run today. Not at all. I've no idea whether they're going to. Oi, Gracie! Come! Gracie! Gracie! Come! This way! Come on! Locki! Micky! Micky! I got a whistle, it's the wrong whistle though. Here he comes. Here come Micky. Here come Micky. Here come Micky. Here come Micky. Hello Micky Moo. Hello Micky Moo. How you doing Micky? Jump down you. Alright, here we go. We'll go home now. We'll get them home. They've had a good run. I certainly, yeah, they've had a good run. So there you go. The Huffy and Puffy, that's good. They can have a drink when they get home and then they can have a bit of food. Right. Well, I'm trying to feed up the puppies now, well, including Covie and Locki. Trying to give them a bit of extra food, giving Gracie a bit of extra food now again. Yeah, feeding her 3 to 4 times a day, same as them, 4 times a day. They get breakfast, then they get a lunch, then they get a meal around about 8 o'clock, then they get another meal. Depends on whether I can take them walkies. If they go walkies, they get more food. You know, so now they get food when they get back. I have to look at taking Mollie out. Baby's even fed already. They've had a second feed. So, what's about 3 o'clock now? Yeah, so the babies have had their second feed. They'll have another feed about 9 o'clock, I guess. And another feed at bedtime. Yeah. That's cool. Wait, you get out there, Covie. Covie, come. Come on, help me up. Get out there. It's where you get tickies, you idiot. Tons of them. Moist ferns and stuff like that. That's where the tickies are going to hang around. Stay on the path. Yeah, listen to Dorothy. Stay on the path. Listen to the good witch. Yeah, that was Wizard of Oz, wasn't it? Stay on the path. Stay on the yellow brick road. Right. Ah, well, I've been dry now for a bit, as I say. I expect to be concerned or to be a bit wary about people turning up with their dogs now. Well, it's dry. We've not had rain for about half an hour, I guess. Depends how long has this been going. Okay, it's about half an hour, yeah. Just under half an hour about rain. We're about 25 minutes into this video now, so yeah. Just wrapping this one up. And so, yeah. So, I mean, look at societies and politics and all stuff like that. Some of it just drives you mad. It does. Some of it, you look at it and you go, how can people not see it? How are people that stupid that they just can't understand what's really going on? Yeah? Like all these people that are gun loving, how can they not see it's about money? It's purely about money. How can they not see that the people producing the guns, the people fighting for their rights, are doing it just because of money? Not because they care about your right to have a gun. They know it's stupid. They know that the amendment was written for then and it's not relevant for now. They know what it meant was something completely different to what you think it means. But they're going to push it because that way you give them money. Right? They get lots of money for it. So the NRA gets a huge amount of money. Yeah? And they've got all these members pay dues, but they also get money from the gun lobbies and all that sort of stuff. Yeah? Come here, oi! Wait for me. So yeah, anyway, there you go. Well, maybe, hopefully, I was going to say hopefully things will be, the light will be put into darkness, but I don't think it will. Yeah, I don't think, well, because that's not part of the, letting people know about their sin, is it really? Not necessarily. I don't think the NRA are going to come out and be honest about it, even with God telling them about their sin. Yeah. Right, well, there you go. You take care, God bless. I've got to get these in the car, so I will speak to you later. Bye-bye.